What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another live episode of Learn Crypto. My name is Nick Hellman.
I'm Todd Butterfield.
Obviously, the sentiment in the market is really good with consensus. Everybody's hyped up. Tons of live streams, tons of tweets, tons of product announcements from all these different crypto projects. Yet the market still isn't doing much. No new money, no old money going in there. What's going on, guys? Also, Coinbase, they did step up. Are they going to be able to bring some institutional money into the space? I think Todd is going to talk about that. Also, is there a new USD tether in town? A more legitimate USD tether? Goldman Sachs is hopping on board that train, and they're trying to build something for you using Circle and Poloniex. And then lastly, CND announced a partnership. This is one that we haven't talked about in a while, but has low-key been doing pretty well in the markets, and I think still has a bright future, as there is over 100,000 analysts on that platform, which means people are using their information and providing information, but they did make kind of a weird partnership. You guys let me know what you think about it. Todd, you got anything?
I think the news here from Coinbase and some of these things is exciting. Prices are kind of dull at the moment.
Chris K9 says, disappointing. I wish the market would match my enthusiasm. That is the same for me. I think that's the same for a lot of the peoples in this community, especially after the giveaways last night. I mean, historically, this time of year is good. Consensus is good. What the technical analysis has been saying is good. The sentiment with the fundamentals is good. But the market just isn't following suit. There has to be new money in the market, and that comes down to each and every one of us. If you truly believe in decentralization and cryptocurrencies, you have to spread the word of not only Learn Crypto, but YouTube and others spread the word of cryptocurrencies to get new investors on board and new users of the products that are starting to become in development with the Brave browser, BAT token, currencies, of course, like Litecoin, Digibyte, Bitcoin, etc. You got to be using them, you got to be buying them, and you got to be spending them, and you got to be telling your neighbors about it as well. We're going to run this intro, and we're going to hop right into this and see what's going on in the chat box.
What up, Si?
With a common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Everyone has access to the information. We just know how to analyze it better.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man. You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
Wallery B says, Vase brings the most logic to analysis. ECA Giraffe in the house. What's up? Good to see you too, ECA. ECA's has some good announcements on the horizon, I hear. At least that's what Discord has to say. So if you guys are not part of some of these coins Discord that you do like, I would recommend getting in there. Sometimes you get a little information before it goes full mainstream and full public. What's up, number 10? What's up, Kyle Moore? Sorry I couldn't answer your most recent message on Twitter. I had to get live over here. Obviously, no, you are in here.
Got a lot of good names in here.
That's right. We had a couple people buy the course last night. Do you have those names available, Todd?
I got Ryan Penny bought the course.
Ryan Penny. Shout out to Ryan Penny. I think there's a few others as well. Jeffrey, if you're in here from last night, you tried to buy the course with cryptocurrencies. The transaction didn't go through. You might have sent just a little bit too little Bitcoin. That does happen. So if you want to get back in that course, try it again.
And also, guys, remember, the course starts out a little slow, a little elementary, and then it gets heavy. So I've had a few people in the past like, oh, the first few lessons aren't much. It's like, yeah, don't worry, just keep moving.
It kind of warms you up.
I'm sure about the 8th lesson, they're like, dang.
There's plenty of people in here that always get stuck up around lesson 8, 10, 12, etc.
Yeah, there's 21 lessons, so and still more to come. So.
What's up, CryptoPaul80? Go ahead and grab yourself a wrench. Welcome to the channel. All right, let's get this started. We know we got the Cavs game to get to tonight. Also, it has been a long day of work for Todd and I. So we're trying to get on here.
Long day.
Trying to help you with the markets, but we also got some trades to make and some things to do after this as well.
Then it gets hard, Max Expo says.
Yeah. with another word on there that we can't say on air. So the total market cap did fall below that 400 billion mark that I was looking for support, down to $391 billion. Bitcoin dominance is a little up to 37.1%. Bitcoin overall is down 2.36% at 8,514. Yesterday we were saying we really needed to have a daily close over or around $8,800. That did not happen, and subsequently we have fallen a few $100. Ethereum is trying to hold over that 700 mark at 709. Ripple falling below 70 cents again at 69 cents. Bitcoin Cash has the fork coming up. Maybe some people are starting to realize that they aren't going to be earning free tokens. Essentially, it's just a code upgrade. They're increasing the block size and then adding some other opcodes in there as well. That is down 6.41% at 1336. Everything is about the same. The first green one is IOTA at $2.02 and Dash at $434. Do we have any winners today? Yes, we do. Populous PPT. This is one we've been talking about in the community since before the last major spike it had. Now it's having another good day, up 15%. Zcash up 11%, $348. I would assume that is based on the news that they're getting added to Gemini, which is a fiat onboarding platform for those who do not know. And then Power up 10% at 51 cents. Today, Todd asked me, hey, what are some of the coins that you think might be 10 bangers? Power was on my list due to the fact that they do have a working product and do have trial neighborhoods in several locations around the globe. You do know now this year and next year are very important for these cryptos to stop being a white paper, stop having these promises, and actually start producing, getting products for users to use that can generate revenue, generate value propositions for their individual cryptocurrencies. So keep an eye out for those, because those are what I'm looking to get involved with. And then also we got Eternity here, Loop Ring, and Wax. So shout out to everybody who has managed to hold some of these coins or find some green candles today while trading. And talking about trading, let's get Todd over on the charts for you guys.
Okay, usual Bitcoin chart. Not much really to talk about. We're going to go through these quick. I still think we've done the B wave here, or possibly in Bitcoin we might try to stab down, go through the lows of 81.50. It's been a really slow process today, and some of these other coins look a little bit better than Bitcoin, but I still think, you know, we're just wasting a little bit of time here. I'd mentioned that ABC, the upside, that I needed to see more strength above that 88, 8,900. We thought this morning we might try to get that. We moused around forever up there into the early morning and then just couldn't do it. We had a quick sell-off to 8,500. So, and then spent all day to still be at 8,500. So it doesn't look like an impulse to the downside. So I don't know whether we're just doing a couple of 1-2, 1-2s. I haven't really sold anything and haven't tried to trade because, again, I'm caught up in that fact that I don't want to miss a rally here that I really think is coming. And I've still been impressed by some strength in some of these other coins. So I still like, you know, like Dash here. Dash looks way better off the bottom. Looks more like a 1-2, 1-2 if you're looking at Elliott Wave. Ethereum on the 15-minute, maybe not as, I mean, it's definitely as strong. But you go back on the 2-hour in Ethereum, I mean, that one bounced off what I think is a B-wave low, holding very well. So that could be a 1-2 already off the bottom and still to go higher. So Ethereum and some of these is kind of keeping me to just watching Bitcoin. Even if it slides a few more hundred, I think we're still trying to make lows. And there's Classic, same thing. Did the triangle low that I've marked as what I think B waves on most of these coins. And it had a nice maybe 1-2, 1-2 already. So some of those coins are just a little bit stronger. Litecoin 139. Somewhat looking like Bitcoin, so I still think higher. Neo 63. So OMG 1349. A lot of these look the same, if not a hair better than Bitcoin. So Vertcoin had a quick run to 280. That was a nice move from 190 to 280. It did stop at the previous support. I would think Vertcoin could still dig in here and work higher. So Ripple Same type of thing, nothing more. ADA down 4%. There we went a little bit lower than the uptrend lines I had, but still holding at 60% retracements. EOS has came down to 1283. That one's got a little bit deeper. From 23 down to 12, so pretty big pullback.
Yeah, we were talking about buying that after that first stop point work. Went back to the original support. You kind of saw it spring there off that support and then has fallen a little lower. But so obviously I bought back in exactly where I was telling you guys, so I am down a little bit on that, but it was a swing trade, so essentially I just added coins to my bag.
Yep. XLM, that one came off the low quickly there at 30 cents, holding at 34, so that one I think is impressive here. XVG USD, not as impressive. A little deeper than need to be. So then we got Zen 2941. We was looking for maybe a spring of 33. We're spending a lot of time down here, so not impressed with that, but still a 50% pullback on a little bit lower volume, so I don't think an issue there. ZRX $1.48 did come down. I mentioned, I think, last night, look for a pullback to $1.48, $1.50, I think was my numbers. So we have done that. You're still buying that at much higher prices, but I think that one still should be okay here. And then let's just, for the fun of it, throw up the Zcash. Ran up through the overbought line of the uptrend, but I would think that one still continues higher as well. So that's a quick roundup.
There you go. Dave Richland asked if I've ever looked at Theta token. I have. It's actually kind of trying to be like a decentralized YouTube almost for creating video sources. And I think with YouTube having its issues and maybe going to be blocking some crypto ads in the future, reducing advertising dollars, etc., I think one of these tokens might have an opportunity if they can put together a solid platform. I know there's Theta token. There's also Flixo if you guys are interested in kind of that sector. I haven't purchased one yet because I kind of want to see if YouTube is going to be smart and be like, hey, we need to bump back up our YouTube ad revenue, not block cryptocurrencies, etc. But I did see that Bing, the search engine, said they will be blocking all crypto-related ads by July. Now, Bing is owned by Google. YouTube is also owned by Google, I believe, as well. So we'll see what happens here. Obviously, if something like that happens, we're looking at other alternatives, such as maybe Theta or DTube or Flixo, if they can actually produce a working product that we can stream live for you guys at high definition quality. So we'll see what's going on with that.
What's up, Dominic?
Kyle says, no worries. I will be buying the course this week. Shout out to you. Remember, the $50 discount code for the course is good until Saturday, and the promo code is 50 off. It's in the description below. Alrighty. Kaner owner says BTCP, please. After I go over a few fundamentals and a few news articles, then we do reach out to the community for what charts they want Todd to look at. So we'll hop right back over there in a few seconds. See what we got going on over here. So the first big kind of announcement, I kind of reached out to Vertcoin and said this is the reason they saw the spike. Learn Crypto now accepts Vertcoin for cryptocurrency trading course, crypto private client group, and soon our proprietary Wyckoff trading software. In honor of Consensus 2018, use promo 50 off, like I just said, for $50 or VTC equivalent discount. So Vertcoin does have Merchant Mondays, so that's why we did finally get it integrated over on the website. We are now going to be on Vertcoin's merchant website where it lists all the merchants that accept Vertcoin. And also they're going to be giving us a shout out, I believe, as well. So Todd was able to figure out the plugin over there for the website. I think we accept Vertcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Dash. So those are the ones we accept. Obviously, USD works as well. So there you go, guys. Pretty exciting to get another crypto over there.
And I figured that out. There is more to add. So if anyone's got some coin they want to pay for a course, let me know. Might make it happen.
Also, the DigiID product, which we went over the website, digi-id.io, is starting to get some mainstream publication. Will that help Digibyte's price? Will that increase mass adoption and utilization by DigiID? I don't know. You guys let me know. Have you played around with DigiID or have you gone to their website? What are your thoughts on DigiID? Do you think it is important for the future of passwords here in this ecosystem and in everyday use cases? Let me know what your thoughts are. I think this is a pretty good read, but I'm starting to see more and more articles about DigiID and Digibyte pop up all over various media sources. So keep an eye on that. The other thing I kind of wanted to mention is Ethereum Classic. Now, I'm going to first start by showing you the Ethereum Classic OTC ticker in the absurd premium that it's selling at. Can you guys see this? Is this big enough for you? So right now, if you want to buy the Ethereum Classic ETCG over the traditional markets, where each share counts as 0.97 Ethereum Classic, so not quite a full token, full coin. It costs $58.05. It is currently selling at a 200% premium, which is crazy. Now, to me, this kind of shows, first of all, there's not that much volume. There are new products, so the price does get a little more inflated. But 200% premium shows me that there's people in traditional markets that have the hunger for cryptocurrencies and blockchain, just haven't either figured it out or taken the time to move money over to Coinbase and expand out to these other exchanges, Binance, Bittrex, Poloniex, etc. I mean, what do you think about this, Todd? What do you think about this crazy, they're paying 200% premium over spot, and they don't even really hold a full coin. I mean, that's nuts.
I don't get it.
But regardless.
It's IRA people wanting to own it. I mean, it's demand there.
Demand's there, just new money is not yet coming to the actual crypto markets. Obviously, this isn't affecting the overall market price that much because the volume is not there, but these OTCs put on by Grayscale, this one, and as well as their GBTC, which is the OTC for Bitcoin, they do hold the underlying. So they do have to at least purchase that Ethereum Classic, and if they grow, if they need more shares, they'll have to buy more Ethereum Classic and Bitcoin at spot from exchanges. So that is still good for the long-term future of these products.
But if you have a Charles Schwab IRA account, let's say, your only way of getting into cryptocurrencies, I mean, you're not going to be able to go to Coinbase to open up an IRA account. Mm-hmm. So you're going to take your Schwab IRA account and you're going to buy this because it's your only choice.
But you do have the Coinbase article, which we'll talk about. They're moving forward with 4 new products, and hopefully they can help those people get that institutional money into the right place and into the actual market, so people aren't paying these premiums, and we're going to see the price reflection occur more in the crypto market here in the future.
But
at least that's the thought.
If Classic gets added to over at Coinbase,
whoa!
I mean, what it goes to? I mean,
you're already seeing people pay $58.
Where's it go from 18 to 36 overnight? This thing will go to 150.
Yeah.
They will chase.
Yeah, it had a high today of $69.89, selling at almost like a 300% premium if you do the math on that. That's crazy. But this hype might have occurred because Ethereum Classic did have 3 major announcements at Consensus today. They kind of built up here. The first one, not that big of a deal. They hired a new developer for their Emerald SDK platform and a new technical writer. Cool, they're expanding. They're trying to expand, obviously, their work group and get things done faster. Great. The next one, Digital Finance Group, donated $250,000 to the ETC Cooperative, which is essentially their foundation and their developer group that is can continue to build up Ethereum Classic into the future. So that's pretty good. They just got a $250,000 donation to help their progress with Ethereum Classic. And then lastly, this one's pretty interesting. Ethereum Classic Labs now has an incubator platform on the ETC network with a $50 million in initial operating capital will stimulate the launch of high-quality products on the ETC network. It's a lot of money to move forward a already old cryptocurrency. They're getting all this new capital, $50 million here, $250,000 a donation below. If you guys want to read the details on these, you can go ahead and go over to their Twitter and read the articles. I just wanted to kind of present it to you, and you guys can dig in a little deeper if you would like. This is only a 45-minute to an hour show. I don't want to bore you guys. The last thing I want to touch base real quick before we throw it over to Todd for his Coinbase article and let you guys decide on the charts you want Todd to do some TEA on is there going to be a legitimate U.S. tether now? Goldman Sachs-backed startup Circle introducing a crypto version of the U.S. dollar. Payments company Circle is rolling out a digital version of the U.S. dollar with a cryptocurrency pegged to the currency. Quote, there are a number of banks who are excited about it and will support it, says Jeremy Allaire, CEO of Circle. Circle also announced a $110 million investment round led by Bitmain, best known as the profitable crypto mining company, bringing its valuation for Circle near $3 billion.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, Circle customers will be required to hold $1 for every USD coin, keeping the price stable. Other companies such as Tether and Basis also have offered, quote, stablecoins with a value tied to the US dollar, but Allaire said there's a need for a compliant alternative to Tether, which has a $2.2 billion market cap, according to marketcap.com. So obviously he's kind of portraying this as a new thing. Anybody who's been trading on any of these, centralized exchanges, Bittrex, Binance, all these know that USD Tether has been around. There's now True USD. There's many alternatives for a pegged cryptocurrency, but they're saying that they are going to have backing for each and every one of these coins, which would be good for regulation, which is probably why they're doing it, and that all customers will be required to hold $1 for every USD coin. The other interesting thing is they are building it on the Ethereum blockchain. The USD coin is being run on a blockchain known as Ethereum, but Allaire said they're open-minded about other platforms if any come to market that can outperform. Ethereum is the best, but it's not necessarily the end game, he said. For now, it's specifically on Ethereum. I don't know. I mean, if the trading volume goes up on Poloniex and everybody is using this USD coin that they're going to create, nobody knows the name yet for Circle, and the volume increases, does Ethereum have the transaction and scaling capabilities to keep up with demand on that? Now, we all know that Ethereum has had scalability issues in the past, CryptoKitties, etc. They still don't have that high of a throughput. So I guess it's really how they built it, but they said they built it specifically on the Ethereum blockchain. Now, I'm stating that, but it's more of a question for you. If you guys have an opinion whether they can keep up with volume, like say they get Binance volume, the top volume in the world using this crypto, this USD crypto, can Ethereum scale? Can it keep up? Can it meet trade demand, buy, sell orders? I don't know. We'll see. Nothing too crazy because, I mean, essentially it's just USD Tether, but it is going to be backed one-to-one. So for regulatory compliance, people who are worried that Tether might eventually blow up and go to zero, this is probably the coin for you because I think it's going to be safe for the long term, especially with the names that are investing in it. Throw it over to Todd.
Going to give Yaman a wrench. He wants to know what's up with the wrenches. It kind of keeps the chat clean and business-like, so everyone has a wrench. And then let's go. I want to talk just quickly about Coinbase. They're trying to get the institutional investors in there, which we've mentioned before. Institutional investors, they want to invest multi-million-dollar positions. They're worried about security, obviously. So Coinbase is coming out with Coinbase Custody, which is a partnership with an SEC-regulated broker-dealer that will securely store digital assets for clients. Obviously, that's a big deal. We have to have custody for some of these institutions to get involved. They're going to do Coinbase Prime, which is a trading platform separate from GDAX and Coinbase. It'll cater exclusively for institutions while drawing on the same liquidity pool. They've got Coinbase Markets. There's going to be another product launched, which is an electronic marketplace ran from Chicago, and also a Coinbase Institutional Coverage Group, which is just going to provide support to banks and other hubs of financial activity. So, I think they're obviously doing what institutions want so they can get into this area legally and easily. And then it does mention that market researchers tab stated today that 2018 is going to be the year that institutional money finally makes its way into cryptocurrencies. So, and they mentioned the same obstacles: uncertainty about regulations, lack of market infrastructure, and lack of institutional grade sources of market information. So that's all changing. I mean, I think that still just opens up a lot of demand to come to these markets. So
real quick, the Beeve says ETC has no advantage over ETH unless you think immutability is important. Well, here's the thing. Even if Ethereum Classic has no advantage over Ethereum, Ethereum is $71 billion market cap. Ethereum Classic is $1.8 billion market cap. You're already looking at like a 37x right there if you're assuming they're the same. But also, Ethereum Classic is having a new wave of people wanting to build on their network. That being because IOHK took 18 months to completely rewrite the code of Ethereum Classic. Now, Ethereum and Ethereum Classic at one time did have the same code. Now, if they took 18 months to rebuild it, and it's still a protocol platform, that tells me that there was a lot of bugs in the code or a lot of things that could be fixed up that might help with scalability issues, help with ICOs and people building on the platform. I don't know. Now, like I said, even if you say they're exact same, look at the market caps. Look what Ethereum Classic is doing with starting to get listed in with OTC markets and fiat onboarding platforms like Ethereum has already been. And then if you put the cherry on top and add them on Coinbase, side by side, even if you say they're the same, I think there should be some growth there. So we'll see what's going on.
What's up, Papanaya Shelley?
Yeah, what's up, Papanaya? I didn't recognize you because I'm looking at the pictures a lot of time. You have a different picture here than you do over on Twitter.
Ruby, Crypto Bomb.
Jay Stevens says, put the USD coin on Digibyte. It will be just as fast as using your Visa. There you go.
And I'm sure a few people are seeing like PCG clients. I sent out a few invites into a group. I'm not really launching it right now, just trying to get it more organized, but we're still trying to do, the software group, a PCG group, maybe a fundamental group, all at learncrypto.io. So we just have a kind of a marketplace to throw ideas around, go over Wyckoff charts, etc. Things we've talked about doing, I'm just trying to get to. Nick and I are kind of taking little things and getting them taken care of and knocking them down. And we're just trying to build a community out like we've always talked about doing. Just keep it moving.
Connor McNugget says Coinbase finally upgraded his account to do instant purchases, which is pretty nice. You can trade instantly from your bank, but you cannot move it to an outside wallet for 4 to 6 days. So I can't do everything for you. It is kind of a bummer that you can't move it instantly, but it is nice that you can instantly get it on their platform. Now, can you trade it on Coinbase and GDAX? Does that count as the same wallet, or can you not even move it to GDAX to do instant trading? I would like to know that, Connor. I have not added any more fiat via Coinbase since they've upgraded my account yet. Papa says, Nick, I'm a chameleon. Chameleon? Chameleonaire?
Chameleonaire. Bitcoin 84.25, nothing going on.
You guys have any charts you want Todd to look at? I know you guys were naming some earlier, but I cannot remember those. There's so much going on in the chat box over here. Also, if you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Also, go to our homepage and look how we categorize everything out. We have live shows. We got pre-recorded videos, technical analysis videos from Todd. I do some reviews and interviews that are all separated over there for you for easy find and easy use. So make sure to get over there and check it out. I know a lot of people just catch us live and they think that's all we do, but we do have a lot of recorded content over there for you guys to watch. Also, take a look in the description below to see everything that we do outside of YouTube on the day-to-day. Here we go. People want to look at LTC, Strat, OMG, 10X, Digibyte. There's tons of them over here. You're going to be sitting here for 3 hours. I will see you guys later.
I'm getting ready to head out. How about we got Ethereum? We went over that quickly. I still like this chart, so I think probably the lows end down here at that 640, 630 change. It's acted well off of there, even with Bitcoin showing a little bit of weakness. If Bitcoin would break down a few more hundred, maybe it comes back down and tests this area. But I think Ethereum is one that continues to lead us higher. So, and same thing. I mean, Litecoin, I liked it down there below 140. That's where we're setting. So I think it's good value there. OMG. I mean, a lot of these coins I've talked about are back at 50 and 60% retracements. I think they try to hold here. So I don't know. NXC. NXC is Nexium. Let's do the Nexium US dollar. It's going to be a 2 hour. Basically same chart. I mean, I still think we've done ABs and we're headed higher. Probably take out the highs at 32 cents or whatever. So that'd be a double from here.
Kaner over here is new to the channel. He wants you to look at Bitcoin Private, BTCP, if possible. Also, Hardcore Hookup says, Nick, do you know anything about XPM Prime Coin, Poloniex? Now, I don't know what you're referring to with Poloniex, but I do know about Prime Coin. We've talked about that in one of the previous episodes where there is going to be a Bitcoin Prime hard fork from XPM. All XPM holders will get 1 Bitcoin Prime airdrop to their address. Right now, I currently own some. I own it over on Cryptopia. This is one of those type of investments where you're taking a flyer. It's highly risky. You're assuming that they're going to come through with a usable Bitcoin fork and it's going to see some gains. Obviously, the previous forks, you had good opportunity to make some money on those airdrops. We'll see what happens. This one has, what's his face? Reed Creighton, from the same person who did Bitcoin Private. He showed interest in doing another fork off of Prime Coin due to the math algorithms backing it, and he actually got kicked off of Bitcoin Private, so this is kind of his new baby. We'll see what happens with it. I took the risk. I bought in, I think when XPM was $2. I really don't even know what it's been doing lately. I haven't even checked it.
What up, Driven Muffin and Philip Rover?
XPM is currently $2.38, so you guys kind of got to do your own research on that, but again, it is highly risky to get involved with the coins that you're looking at speculation for Bitcoin forks. That's up to you.
Hunter mentioned, are we still looking for 12.5 Bitcoin? I mean, I still think that's on the card, so this chart hasn't really changed. Even if we go down and break this B-wave low, I don't think it changes anything. I mentioned before, worst case, we could fall to 7,700. I said that back when we was near the highs for this rally. I didn't think we would get that. I really thought 8,500 would hold us. So, you know, last night when I mentioned 88, 8,900, we need to get above that. We didn't. That's brought in the weakness here, but I still think we'll take that area out. We might have to probe just a hair lower before then.
Joshua says Bitcoin Private is becoming recognizable. Freak right. Hey, you guys know that I did participate in the Z Classic fork of Bitcoin Private. I've also made it very public that I have not traded any of my Bitcoin Private, as I'm going to wait for it to have its day and continue to get listed on more exchanges. Obviously, hindsight is 2020. I could have made a swing trade on it, but for now, I just kind of have it sitting in the, the Electrum wallet, nice and safe over there, doing its thing. And I'm just going to wait for it to have its day and see if they can create a working privacy coin here with the Bitcoin brand.
I got to answer this all the time. Across wants to know if this is an Elliott Wave or Wyckoff channel. It's a Wyckoff channel, but Wyckoff is all about volume. Cryptos are trading on, how many exchanges is it really? I mean, I know I can bring in 39 exchanges, but isn't it like 100 exchanges where they're actually traded? So to talk really about Wyckoff, you're going to need to bring in consolidated volume, because otherwise if I talk too much about volume at Bittrex or Binance, I could be missing the majority of the volume. So you will get more Wyckoff as we move along here, as the software gets launched for everyone's viewing. I do use it here some. I use it on my TNA updates during the day, but I wanted to bring some value. I think Elliott Wave is value as well. So currently I am throwing a lot of Elliott Wave out here.
Across, you're also looking at the president and owner of Wyckoff SMI and all proprietary Wyckoff indicators that go along with it. That is Todd Butterfield. Go ahead and look him up if you'd like.
Right. WyckoffSMI.com is the 1931 institute that I took over a few years ago. So again, would love to do more Wyckoff on at WyckoffSMI.com. We do all Wyckoff, but here it's a volume issue. So. But there is some of these coins we have gone in heavier on Wyckoff.
You know, with the red in the market, I was almost tempted to do another giveaway today, but man, everybody over here hating on my Cavaliers, I can't do it.
And Jeff, we on the course, everything is Wyckoff principles. I mean, there's no Elliott Wave at all on the cryptocurrencies and Wyckoff course. George Stein is working on the course. He is going to give me some type of his first offering on it this coming weekend, because I told him we had been very successful with some Elliott Wave videos here, so I told him to get that ready. So, but that will be a separate course. I'm going to say maybe like around $199 or something, or $149, I don't know. It won't be as intense as the Wyckoff course. The Wyckoff course at $299, I think, is probably worth $750 or so. And again, when you start in, you know, it's going to start slow, but it gets way tougher.
Winston Murray, new to the channel over here without a wrench, wants you to take a look at the Neo chart. Give him a little in-depth look at what Todd, the man with the plan, taking us all to Lambo Land, does over here on the daily on Learn Crypto.
All day long. Neo 6288. It's back to the support level we've had on here for quite a while. Again, I still think we've got an ABC rallies coming, and I think we've done the AB. I mean, I pretty well have called this all the way up. We just need to find support down here and start the C wave up, which I think will be a pretty good rush on some of these coins.
And then if somebody wants to look at Factum, I think it is FCT. And then people are wanting to see XRP. Man, there's a lot of people looking for charts today.
Hennebry wants to pay 1 Litecoin for the course because it'll be 250 in 3 weeks. Fair is fair. That's funny.
It's not quite how it works, but I like the ambition you got over there.
Right, if it goes to 250, we'll all be happy. I use software when viewing TNA, and I pay for it with XVG. Yeah, that's interesting.
Max Expo, when I asked, when you asked what other coins would you like us to see except, he said Verge. So we'll see what else we can integrate over there. Right now, like I said, we offer, except I think 5 main cryptos, including Vertcoin now as of today, and USD. So we'll try to keep adding those in, but obviously it has to be an issue with the plugin and getting it all integrated properly. Me and Todd aren't, crypto developers or anything. We do our best for you guys.
And again, on the course is mostly text. I mean, I have added some more videos. Anybody that took it in the beginning, there has been charts added. There has been some videos added. So you will find new things that I continue to add, and I'm going to continue to add. I'm going to do a lot more videos as we move along, especially with the new software. So I have been doing that, in a minor way. And there is more lessons coming. So I've got them almost ready to go. I'm just really, again, waiting on software charts.
Somebody asked, what percentage of your portfolio should be Bitcoin? Now, that one's kind of hard to answer because everybody's going to have their own risk tolerance or their own vision for what altcoins are going to lead us to the future. I think it is important to have Bitcoin as one of the largest core holdings in your portfolio. It is still the index for the space. It is still available for every single fiat gateway. It is still the one a lot of people are bullish on. And I think it still provides a very good risk-to-reward ratio as far as since it does lead the market. Now, so I can't really give you a finite percentage.
I think it's a store of value. I think it's where, the money... I just think it's a store of value.
Yeah,
like
you have 21 million that will ever be minted, ever be mined. Not to mention ones that have been lost. Obviously, this has been around forever. So even when all 21 million are available, how many are really available? Satoshi Nakamoto's wallet is locked up. Those coins haven't moved. Will they move or will they get hacked? I don't know, but that is a ton of coinage sitting over there. Also, you have people who've lost their... people paid for pizzas. Did they sell those? Did they lose their private keys? I don't know. So we'll see. I think when full 21 million supply is in circulation, there's only going to probably be 16 million, 17 million Bitcoins ever to exist. So if it can maintain itself as a store value and continue being the index, I think the supply and demand curve there is huge. I think it just should be one of the largest holdings for your portfolio as far as like a large cap and a core holding, personally.
And I think if you gave me 100,000 today, I think I would probably be 30% Bitcoin easily.
There you go.
Myself.
JC says, what would Bitcoin have to break for you to turn bearish? Todd?
I think a break of 7,700 would be discouraging.
77. JC said 7.5K question marks. So you're a little higher than that. 7,700 would be discouraging, guys.
It'd be discouraging. I don't know. I don't know whether you'd liquidate. I mean, I still think we're looking at much higher prices years ahead. So I guess that's why I say it'd be discouraging. I'm not sure it'd be stop yourself out and go hide in a hole. So Connor said we ought to add some brief Elliott lessons to the Wyckoff course. I kind of hate to do that because I keep getting that grief from people. You ought to change the name of the channel, etc. Excuse me. Because I'm really, again, I'm 95% Wyckoff. But on this channel, when Matt and I started, we was trying to provide value. So I knew Elliott Wave would bring some value, so that's why I've done it, and I've continued to do it. So we're all about trying to make some money. But I do try to do Elliott Wave during the day and et cetera. So, but I'll think about that, Connor.
All right, I got one more article. People are asking what is going on with the Cindicator partnership that you did see in the title. I'll go over that. I think Todd has a few more chart names written down over there. Yep. And then I got to eat some dinner and watch the Cavs get some redemption on the Celtics tonight, hopefully.
Take pictures of your girlfriend. That's what you're going to do.
Post
them on Twitter.
I got home last night after working for 13, 14 hours or whatever. And I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter, but I'll show you, I guess, since most of you probably don't follow me.
He's hoping that's going to be his girlfriend.
Yeah, right.
She probably ain't going to put up with this crap.
She, let's see what she was reading. I walk into her
I better
reading.
be quiet or she's gonna pause.
I walk into her reading the Internet of Money, guys, from Antonopolis over here. Guess she wants to be my hashtag crypto chick after all. Caught her reading the Internet of Money. This is a good book that I would recommend. It's like $10 or $11 paperback on Amazon. Also, I do happen to have 2 extra copies. So if you guys are nice, or we hit another milestone for subscribers, etc., or maybe sell a few more courses, I might just have to do another personal giveaway and give away the 2 copies to the Internet of Money. It is a very good read. Like I said, definitely worth reading if you are involved in the crypto space.
You know what? It all makes sense now. She's only seeing you because of your crypto knowledge. She's probably got a crypto portfolio that's like huge.
And she's just milking me, and she's not even telling me about it. She's just like, oh, what trade are you guys talking about over there?
She's got wallets all over.
What's the inside scoop? What are PCG clients doing?
She's over there milking you dry.
So CND is a coin that we've talked about in the past. It's pretty interesting as they do have a working product. Essentially, they use the vote of the masses and of their analysts on their network to do price predictions on various coins and crypto and traditional market events. They have a pretty high accuracy rate if you do follow them. Now, how do you participate and get their information? You have to actually give them, pay for, stake a certain amount of CND to have that access. But anybody can actually download their iOS application, become an analyst on their network, and provide your vote. Now, if your vote is correct, say it says, is Bitcoin going to be 7,000 within a week, and you hit 100% yes, then you get points to your account. You actually earn Ethereum on a monthly basis. So not too bad. I'm on there. I've been too busy to really do it, but I know the first few months I was getting my Ethereum payout. So definitely worth a try if you think you're really good at predicting market events and crypto prices. Now, who are they partnering with here? Hybrid Intelligence, which is CND, and Seastead's Cindicator partners with Blue Frontiers. This is kind of a strange partnership here. Imagine a future where decision-making is decentralized and billions of people have a say about the most important choices that shape the global economy, where their combined insights are continuously enhanced by machine learning algorithms and neural networks, where humans and AI form a hybrid intelligence. This is the vision that drives Cindicator team every day. At Cindicator, we know the power of distributed community enhanced by ever-learning artificial intelligence. We envision a future where people will enter a symbiosis with machines to solve the most pressing problems of the post-capitalist era. Cindicator's hybrid intelligence ecosystem, which already includes 100,000 plus diverse analysts and a neural network, can be leveraged for a wide range of applications, providing insights into economic, social, and political phenomena. I believe that these decision-making capabilities will be crucial for a new type of network organization, the most effective structures for the new economy in a better world. We must perform experiments in decision-making not only online, but also in physical and in real-life environments. That is why we support Blue Frontiers, the leader of seasteading movement, creating permanent settlements on floating structures. I believe seasteads have the potential to become the physical space for both social and economic experiments that will pave the way to the new economy. Let me introduce one of the first participants of the symbiotic network, Blue Frontiers pioneer seasteading. Now, I think this is, I don't know if these islands are going to become a thing. Who has jurisdiction over those? What country owns them? Essentially, they're saying international waters, anybody can pop these up and you have a decentralized civilization, which might be a little out there, maybe happen. But what I'm really taking away from this article is they have set up this symbiotic network here. This is a network in which they're going to create a partnership effect, which could then help Cindicator and all parties involved, which is something to keep an eye on. But also, to me, what this sounds like is right now they're focusing on traditional and crypto market events, predicting those, and crypto and traditional market prices and predicting those, and having people use the CND token to purchase, the analysts like myself and whoever else has the app, purchase that information, which is what gives CND token value proposition. Does this mean they may expand into other genres? I think that's the interesting thing. If they can continue to expand on the crypto and traditional market front, but now move into other genres, like they were talking about up here, different networks, different predictive markets, I think that's where the value of CND could increase here in the future. I think it might be one to keep an eye on. Like you guys, I mean, we talked about this so long ago when it first came to the market. I said I was interested. Obviously, you've been able to capitalize on those games, but I do still own a majority of my CND holdings. I'd have sold off some for profit since we were in it so early when we first started the show. But I think it's interesting how they're moving forward, and this is really the first major thing I've heard from Cindicator in a while. So maybe we want to keep an eye on. At the very least, I think you should go and download the Cindicator app, become an analyst on their network, test your knowledge, and maybe earn some Ethereum here in the short-term future.
Number 10, what a crock. What up, Blake? So here's 10x PAY USD. Same thing, I just think we're doing an AB and headed for a C up. Nothing too drastic there. And then we've got, what do I got here?
Anthony says
BTCP.
Sorry, Anthony says still have no idea what they're trying to achieve. Yeah, that partnership, like I said, is interesting. Now, what they're trying to achieve with their original platform is they are able to predict market movements based on the group effect. Since they have so many people over there giving their opinion, they use that data plus their own algorithm to actually predict market events before they happen, predict prices, etc. They sell that information to other users that want to stake a majority of their CND or pay a majority of their CND for that information. Usually you see institutions and trading blocks taking that information from them.
BTCP, I guess in this case, I would have a stop down here at 26 cents or so. That thing needs to get going. If these are tests or springs, I think you need to see some strength. So that one's not looking the greatest, I don't believe. ICX, I'm guessing, I don't follow this one too strong, but I got a feeling it's going to be, hold on, right where it's been setting, and I am correct. So nothing to talk about there. I would think that one resolves to the upside and brings in some buying, but slow to get it going. We got FCT USD, Factum. Held up well back here in March and April, and then really has been kind of slow here. A little disappointed on the sell-off here from May 4th. Gotten a little deeper than I would expected, but I would still say a rally to 40 would probably be in the cards. Can we run a disclaimer real quick too? Keep me out of trouble.
There is a high degree of risk involved in trading cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your personal advisor or do your own research. Past results are not indicative of future returns.
Perfect. I cut off her thank you, but thank you guys for listening to that.
Quantum as well. I mean, same thing, a little deep here on this last sell-off, but I still would think of some type of rally up to 32. So those are really 100% rallies on some of these coins, I think, still possible.
Somebody wants to look at ENG if you get a chance.
ENG?
ENG is a wallet. I haven't really used it. Some people over here are saying it is very nice. ENG is one of the... ENJ, I mean. Sorry, ENJ. ENJ is one of those coins that you actually were given for free if you were a pretty decent-sized holder of BNB over on the Binance platform. I think you had to be in the top 100,000. Now, that's really not that much. I think you only needed like 10 BNB tokens to be eligible to get some free ENJ tokens.
I mean, on ENJ, I guess you would throw in, I think probably this would be the support. That would have been a spring by Wyckoff. That would have been the test of it. A little bit of strength here and a pullback, so I guess I'd be long there with a stop, probably back here support, or slightly below it. I would think that one should be ready to go here if it's going to make a move.
Kaner owner says, so there's no rally for BTCP? Frown face. Well, yeah, he was saying the chart does not look good. BTCP, what you're relying on is that they get listed on another, you're relying on the news effect. You need them to get it listed on another exchange or several exchanges, and really need them to have their heads in the books right now, develop something that is going to separate itself here in the future. So we just got to wait and see what they do for us.
Here's Loom BTC. Looks like we got just a pork blaster since it started trading. I think on this, I don't like these red bars here, but I would probably, if it could get back up to the 6,400 level, I probably would rather buy strength, thinking that it'll break out if it can recover the recent losses of the last 24 hours or so. Not a lot of volume here recently either, so I'd look for a break to the upside, but I'd probably wait to buy a little strength.
Jesse Thompson wants to look at IOTA, and yeah, Number 10 says ENG is Enigma, ... Yeah, I caught myself and told them ENJ. We were looking at the right chart.
IOTA. Hold on, I'm on a different. $1.98. That one, once again, had a really strong rally off the bottom from $1 to 265, 270. I know the blue line was where I did a little bit of buying for a few people. We're $1.98. That was around 214, I believe. So it did come back to what I think was support. Once again, I think this will come alive again. I think we'll see something up here back to the 360 level would be my guess. Then let's do ADA again real quick. ADA USDT. Same thing. I think we've done an AB and we're still headed higher to the top of the uptrend.
Cool.
And I think that's really...
It's probably about it. Let's see what's going on in the chat box for a second. And like we always say, guys, we got to say it. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to smash that share button so we can continue to grow this community and do some more big giveaways like we just did yesterday. Congratulations to all the winners. Every single person has reached out to me except for one. Like I said, what is his name? Just to give him another chance.
Gallagher.
At Longshot 751, right. He won some of the ECA. So if he does not reach out to me on Twitter or here by Saturday, you guys will be getting his 5,000 ECA or whatever I was going to give him. There we go.
And then the course winner, he got in, started his course, so we took care of that quickly.
Yep, that's what it's all about, guys. Let's continue to grow this. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. If you want to know what we do outside of YouTube, look in the description below. We got referral links. We got our Twitter handles. We got learncrypto.io. We're all over the place. We're your one-stop shop for cryptocurrencies, and we're here to stay every Monday and through Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Central Time live. And we also do random recordings, usually one technical analysis video per day. I like to do reviews and interviews over the weekend as well for you guys. A lot of the interviews have gone well. I would definitely check those out as the price action has been positive since those interviews.
Then when I get a little more organized, just a hair more, and markets get a little more exciting, I'm going live during the mornings, during lunch. Make it do what it do.
That's what it's all about. Let's go Cavaliers!
Oh, hey, stay positive, pal. Most people, when they lose, they whine and quit. But you got to be there for the turns. Everybody's got good luck. Everybody's got bad luck. Don't run when you lose.
Play hard, play clean. Be careful out there.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.